The servo motor phase test is a more complete and exhaustive test that you would perform in the event your auto tighten test did not pass, or you are concerned that your servo motor operation was just not quite right. So to enter this, you'll press the menu and the up keys at the same time, which takes you to the background screens, and then you'll use your menu button to move through the list until you see device test, and you will press up to enter the device test, and the voltage on our servo motor is now shown. On the top, with the servo 1, we're seeing 12.1 volts, and when the servo is turned off by the system, 13.5 volts. All okay. It is possible you could see low there on some boats, but that's okay. Keep proceeding since your engine is not on. That's not totally unusual. So press the menu button and the actual servo phase test is here. And to enter the phase test, press the up button. And at this point, the system is now checking the 5 key wires that go under the floor and power the servo motor. You'll see green, brown, black, and white. There's also a red one in there too. Now, you will notice that on this particular boat, each wire is showing about 1.2 volts of resistance, which means each of those circuits is good. The concern, or what you're looking for, is for any of these wires to be zero or unusually low compared to the others. For example, if the brown wire showed 0, that would indicate there is no continuity on the brown wire that's going back to power the servo. In that case, you would go back to the servo and connect or disconnect the large connector and gently tug on the brown wire, inspect the crimp, etc. to ensure nothing is out of position. You may also want to check that wire up at the front of the boat as well to see if the connector there is the problem. However, on this particular boat, there is no problem whatsoever with any of the key wires. So to move forward, we will press the menu button, and it takes us to the rotate servo section. So if I press up to rotate the servo will now begin to rotate back under the engine box, and because we have the throttle lever forward, the throttle linkage will move in sync with that servo movement. So here we go. We'll press the up key to proceed, and the system has confirmed that the servo motor is turning back and forth. So back under the engine bonnet, you'll see that the servo motor and the black knob on the servo motor is now rotating back and forth. You'll notice how this one is rotating very smoothly, and that the Dacron cord attached to the cable is winding in and out in sync with the knob turning. At no point should you ever see slack Dacron cord underneath that knob as it turns counterclockwise. If you do, that would indicate that the cable is not moving back in sync, which would indicate that the return spring or something back at the throttle arm is not moving back as it should. We rely on the return spring to always keep the cable tight when the servo turns counterclockwise, which on the fly slows the boat down to set speed. However, in this particular boat, as you can see, everything is moving very smoothly at the servo motor end. So now we'll have a look at the linkage and confirm that it is also moving in and out and very smoothly as well. So back at the throttle arm on the engine, you can see how everything is moving in and out very smoothly as the black knob rotates back and forth. Even on this 8-year-old Nautique with a lot of hours, the inner stainless steel cable of the Perfect Pass is very straight. There are no bends or kinks, and the brass L adapter is able to freely swivel. We might recommend you put a drop of oil on that every season to ensure that it swivels very freely. On this boat, the throttle arm is obviously getting pulled back by the return spring, which is in good condition, and there are no concerns whatsoever. So this is exactly what you should see on a good working boat.